Good morning. Deputy Minister in the Presidency responsible for performance monitoring and evaluation, Obed Bapela, says South Africa needs leaders with sufficient morals to admit their wrongs and allow for better qualified people to take their positions. In an address yesterday to the Moral Regeneration Movement in Boksburg, he said public officials who know they have erred should admit their mistakes and vacate their positions.
If you know you are doing something wrong, there must be something telling you that this is wrong. I'm going to fail the nation. And indeed, the moral compass standard that I argued and called for, and then obviously the researchers and the board members of the moral regeneration will then go through and bring proposals to the nation so that we can all be more galvanized towards that environment.
Meanwhile, senior ANC officials have reportedly called for the dismissal of Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga over the Limpopo textbook crisis. Reports say ANC Secretary General Gwede Mantashe says the scandal is reflecting badly on the ruling party. It's nearly 8 months into the year and some schools in Limpopo are still without textbooks. The Basic Education Department has already missed 2 deadlines for the delivery of textbooks. However, Teacher Union SATU says those calling for Motshekga's dismissal should wait for investigations into the textbook saga to be finalized. South African swimmer Cameron van der Berg says the hard work he put in has paid off. Van der Berg was speaking after winning South Africa's first gold medal at the 2012 Olympic Games in London when he claimed victory in the 100-meter breaststroke final at the Aquatic Centre in a world record time of 58.46 seconds. Van der Berg says he's optimistic the swimming team can further boost Team South Africa's medal count.
It's been 4 years in the making, and to come over from the 50 to the 100, it's been a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice. I think everything paid off and everything was worth it in the end. Hopefully we can come back with a lot more medals than one from last time.
Police have fired stun grenades and tear gas in an attempt to disperse hundreds of protesters at Lansdowne Road near Manenberg on the Cape Flats. A Golden Arrow bus has been torched during the protests about a lack of service delivery. Traffic flow in the area has been severely affected as the roads are littered with burning tyres. Police spokesperson November Philander.
We received a report that on the corners of NY1 and Lansdowne Road in the younger area, a Golden Arrow bus was totally destroyed. Our members is on the scene, and we are monitoring the whole situation. At this stage, this area is tense.
Further afield, a judge in Namibia is due to decide later today whether the human rights of 3 HIV-positive women were violated when they were allegedly sterilized against their will. The women say they were told they had to agree to be sterilized if they wanted their babies to be delivered by caesarean section to reduce the risk of passing on the virus. The BBC's Karen Allen has the story.
Their lawyers argued that coerced consent does not amount to informed consent, and therefore the Namibian authorities violated the women's human rights. If the judge rules in the women's favour, it paves the way for compensation and could have far-reaching implications for other countries across the region.
On the international front now, a fire has engulfed a passenger car on a moving train in southern India, killing at least 47 people and injuring 28 others. Officials say most of the passengers were asleep when the fire broke out in the early hours of this morning. The train was travelling overnight from New Delhi to the southeastern city of Chennai. A train station worker noticed the burning coach. Once the alarm was raised, the train was stopped and the passenger car detached from the rest of the train to prevent the blaze from spreading.